Hey guys, it's Paul Pluta, and you're on the Paul Pluta channel. Today, guys, I'm doing a paid review. This is MB3. MB3. And before I do that, let's do a quick wristwatch check. What wristwatch is the man who invented the wristwatch check wearing? He's wearing a Rolex Explorer 1, 39mm. This is the 2015, so this is the Mark 1 dial. Mark 1 because it's got the white gold numerals. Okay, fuckers, let's talk reviews here. So I'm doing a review here, and this is for Steven. Okay, he goes, hello Archie. Okay, thank you for your latest video on whether I should buy an older 36mm two-tone Datejust or the Tudor black base steel and gold. Your video really made me consider everything. I've decided not to go with either of these watches. I think you will approve of my latest plan. I should have given you a little more information about myself so you could make sure I'm making the right decision. I'm 31 years old. I am brand new into this hobby. About a year ago, I randomly decided to go out and buy a watch. I knew absolutely nothing about watches. I didn't even know the difference between quartz and automatic. I started out at my local mall. I was looking at some god-awful shitters like Movado. I then took a drive to an upscale jewelry shop. There, I was about to buy a quartz Tag Heuer Aqua Lace Racer. Luckily, the salesperson suggested for a few hundred more, I should get an Oris Aquis. I took his advice and was really happy with my Oris. Then something terrible happened. I found myself looking at watch porn on Instagram all day. I fell out of love with the Oris fast. It was no longer a good enough watch for me. I gave it to my younger brother for his 30th. Good idea. Great way to get rid of a stinker. After the Oris, I bought a Tudor Glamour 55,000. I knew it was a bit small, but fuck it. I wanted a Rolex but couldn't afford one. So I figured that this was the next best thing. In my last review, you took a shit all over the Tudor saying it was ugly. Yes, that's right. I have included a picture of it because I'm curious if you still feel it's an ugly watch. Yes, it's fucking, I do know that model line quite well, and it's a stinker. It's a stinker. For my next watch, I'm going to get a pre-owned 41mm stainless steel Datejust. I was going to save up to 5,000 for my next watch, but I see pre-owned Datejust 41 selling for around about 6,200, so I might as well save an extra 1,000 to 1,500. I have no intentions of becoming a watch collector. I used to be a terrible gun addict and have recently sold a bunch of guns I don't need and only kept my Grail guns. I really can't let watches become my new addiction, so I want to get one great watch until I'm in my 40s or 50s. Then one day I will get my Grail watch, the 40mm gold Rolex President. I haven't decided on which model Datejust to get, and I can't decide between a fluted or unfluted bezel. If I bought the model with an unfluted bezel, is it possible to have a jeweler replace it with the fluted bezel? No, because you've got to understand, they can physically change it, but the model number signifies what bezel it is. So no, you cannot do that. Cannot do that at all. Sorry, no, cannot do that. No, bad idea. Just in case I change my mind. The reason I'm going with the Datejust over the other models is that in that price range, going for that Datejust over other models in that price range is because I feel it's the most recognizable, and I think it's their best looking model next to the President. I have embraced what you said about this hobby and the snobbery that comes with it. That is why I need a Rolex and won't settle for an Omega or a Grand Seiko. After I bought my $1,700 Oris, my girlfriend's brother-in-law made a comment to her about how it's fucking stupid to spend that much on a watch and no one cares. This has been sticking in my claw ever since. How dare the fucker criticize what I do? Well, people do that all the time, fuckaroonies. That's fuck. Hi guys, Paul Pluta, the method actor who plays Archibald Chesterfield III. Guys, I want to tell you this is so important. Guys, I depend on my Patreon supporters. Just this week, I used my Patreon funds to get myself a fantastic, lightweight, gimbal travel camera. And I just want to say thank you. This was made possible because of my Patreons. The Patreons, they made this purchase possible. And it's, you know, a piece of equipment like this is $600, plus I need a few memory cards. It's such an expensive business. Guys, if you haven't sponsored me on Patreon, please do so. Look in the description for this video here. It'll tell you ways you can help me. Guys, help me stay full-time on YouTube making videos. By helping me on Patreon, you send a small amount each month to me to keep me enthused and making videos. I can buy equipment like this little gimbal camera. Guys, come on, help me a lot, help me very much so, because guys, I want your help. I need help to make quality content. And I got to be honest with you, if I didn't have your help, it's not going to be much good, guys. It's not going to be much good. I need your help to buy equipment and to do things. So guys, sponsor me on Patreon and I'll be here for you. That's right, I'll be here for you. Please guys, help me on Patreon. See you later. Okay, okay, so look, other people always, look, don't get too involved with the brother-in-law criticizing you. Hey, there people are sheeple out there. They always criticize everything you do. That's the reality of the world we live in. Don't worry about it. You're sleeping with your sister, so hey, just be cool about it. Just be cool about it. I think he's fucking stupid for being a poor, miserable asshole with 2 kids he can't afford and a wife who doesn't work. That's way more stupid than buying a Rolex. I can't wait to get this Rolex and wear it to Thanksgiving so that motherfucker sees it. If he thought a $1,700 watch was stupid, let's see his face when he sees my Rolex glimmering from across the dinner table. Her family has always criticized my expensive taste, and now I find myself really enjoying how much it pisses them off. Once I get my Rolex, I'll have no use for this terrible piece of shit beta soy Tudor. I now have a strange love-hate relationship with the Tudor. It reminds me to keep working and try harder. Don't settle for second best and never be a beta soy. A beta soy, fuckers. Thanks for all the advice, Arch. Without it, I would have ended up going down a bad path in life. Thank you. Thinking it's okay to settle for second best. Okie dokie. Well, firstly, Stephen, thank you so much for your intimate email there. Yeah, I want to have a bit of a chat to you. You're 31. I am now 46, turning 47 in October. So I'm your how would you put it? Your uncle, sort of an uncle. That's what they say in Singapore. Okay, look, I wouldn't be too pissed off at the brother-in-law or the family. Just slow down. You know, the best thing that they can do to make them can't stand you is just be super polite. If it was me, I would possibly say to the brother-in-law, wear your Rolex. Okay, so you're gonna wear your Rolex. This is what I would love to do. Okay, wear your Rolex, the date just, and then what I would do is, how about if you gave the Tudor to him? How about if you gave the Tudor to him and said, look, hey, I want to convert, just be positive and nice. Now remember this, I mean, with in-laws and that, they can be a real fucking pain in the ass, okay? That's just life, that's life. So my honest best advice to you is to just, hey, slow down a bit here, slow down. I would seriously get the date just. Yes, I approve, but be so polite about it. It honestly has a bigger impact. Instead of when they say, is that a Rolex? You say, oh, it's a watch. Yes. Oh, you notice. Yes, it's lovely. You want to be very, very cool about it. You don't want to be an arsehole. Yes, it's a $6,000 Rolex, fuckers. You don't want to say that. Best way to go about it is just to say, oh, yes, it was a gift from a family member. I was you just got to say, yes, it's actually one of my my life aspirations. You've got to be polite and charming. That's always the best way. Look at Bill Clinton. He got away with a blowjob. Bill Clinton is probably, I'm not a Democrat, I'm a Trump supporter, but Bill Clinton was one of the, I've spoke to a guy who met Bill Clinton, and he said Bill Clinton was one of the most charming guys you'd ever meet. He could make you feel that everything, he was talking to you, he was really interested in your issue or what you were talking about. So the best thing to do is you say, look, I got this watch and I want to give you the Tudor. My previous one, I want you to have it. I'd like you just say, look, you've got a difficult plot in life. You've got 2 kids you're raising. You've got a wife there who's a very good family values. You're setting the right example for the kids. I'd like to give you this. This is my Tudor, and you see what happens. Just see what happens. And I gotta tell you, it's amazing. You've gotta handle these situations. I know when I was in my 20s, I handled things fucking poor. I wanted to be the big swinging dick, and I kind of handled things very poorly. I was an arrogant cunt. Fuck was I awful. Fuck was I awful. And let me tell you this, in life, things change. One thing for certain is the only certainty in life is change. And I got to tell you, in my case there, I went to a situation where my business, I was a business owner, I was very proud, and business went bad, and I had to drive taxis. And instead of being a proud person, it was very hard. So if I would have been more humble, I think it would have been, it's better to be humble. It makes people think you're more successful than you really are. Instead of saying, yes, this is my 6,000 Rolex, they say, oh, what did you do? They laugh at you. Instead, you would handle it by saying, yes, it's one of my aims. Once I had a beautiful girlfriend, my second aim was to have a beautiful watch. That's what you say. Or you say, my aim in life since I was a kid was to have a perfect, gorgeous girlfriend who has a wonderful family. Second aim was to have a girlfriend who had a wonderful family. And the third aim was to get the Rolex. I said, everything's gone to plan. I had to get the Rolex. And to show God that I'm appreciative, I'm going to give my Tudor to her brother who works his ass off to provide for his family because he's a good man. You say shit like that, and instead of them criticizing you and saying what a fuckhead you are, which is probably deserved, they say, fuck, he's a really nice guy. He knows how we're coming from. So I reckon that's a better way to do things. Arrogance doesn't really work. And believe you me, if, say, you had this Rolex and then things turned to shit, they would be more supportive of you. They'd be more kinder. So I reckon you gotta fool these fuckers. That's what I say. Charm the shit out of these fuckers. I mean, you are rooting his daughter, aren't you? Sorry. You're rooting his sister. Sorry. You're sleeping with his sister. So let's not forget that, okay? So, look, guys, as far as it goes there, I mean, for fuck's sake, it's good to be proud, but you don't want to be a bit of a cocky fucker. So that's kind of my advice there. That's kind of how I'd handle it. I'd be cool. I'd be smooth. Give the Tudor to him. And I got to tell you, that could be the best move of your life. And very proud to hear you want a Rolex. I tend to agree. I think, I've got a bit of a collecting problem. I get crazy about collecting. One Rolex is probably, that's perfect. That's a great achievement. Stephen, thank you so much for coming to my channel. Thank you for your paid review request. I appreciate that. Give the Tudor to the brother-in-law. That is worth, okay, you know, you see in the ad for MasterCard, you know, 1,700 for the Tudor, 6,500 for the Rolex. Then number 3, giving the Tudor to your brother-in-law and having him in awe, priceless. There you go. That's what I do. So give it a shot, Stephen. Tell me how it goes, man. Tell me how it goes. You're a hard-working guy. Work hard. I find it's better to charm the shit out of people than to be a cunt. Okay. I mean, I've done both ends. I've done both ends of the spectrum, and these are simple folk. Come on, we can think outside the box. So yeah, that's what I do. Let's charm these fuckers, and let's really let's have them singing our praises. That'll be a really cool way to go. And maybe get the girlfriend to watch. You can tell her we're going to get you. Well, you should, actually, I've got to follow Dave Ramsey's advice. You don't buy girlfriend's Rolex, you buy wife's Rolex. So when she becomes a wife, you tell them that I want her to have a Rolex as well. So there you go, guys. That's my thoughts on it, Stephen. You're moving in the right direction. I can't criticize you there. You're moving in the right direction. You're a good guy. You're a good guy. You're a good guy. Just tone that arrogance. These fuckers won't even know you're having a joke with them. Do it properly, and man, I tell you now, this is the best way to go. I mean, I was young and immature. I was very proud of my achievement. I worked my ringer off. I got a nice little E30 BMW, brand new 3 Series. I love that car. I had a 1016 Rolex Explorer 1. Love that watch. I was very proud, but you've got to do it in a clever way. That's real intelligence, okay? Do it in a clever way. The fuckers won't know what hit them. I'm Paul Pluta. This has been a paid review, MB3. Remember, guys, like, subscribe, tell your fuckwit friends, and don't forget to put some nasty comments down below. And guys, I'm trying this video with my new Osmo Pocket. I don't know if the quality's better or not. I'm just testing it. Tell me, what do you think? Is this quality better or is it shit? Tell me what you think. So guys, like, subscribe, tell your fuckwit friends, and don't forget nasty comments. And until next time, ciao, fuckers!
talk at all.